Hi pilots and co-pilots, Brian here. Been a little while since I've done any flying, so I thought I'd get behind the yoke and get up in the air today. We have X-Plane 11.20. This is the first time I've tried flying since I updated. I did that the other day. This comes with a new version of the Baron 58, which you can see here. It's that, and it has my paint job on it that we did in a previous video when I talked about how to do your own paint jobs. And it has also is a slightly different version. It's called Double Trouble. It's the default model from 11.20, and it's got slightly updated specifications for the bodywork and other things, so it flies a little bit more realistically. However, all the sounds and everything else is from the 11.20 release of X-Plane, so we're going to jump in and fly it and see how it does. We're in Salmon Arm today, CZAM. And we will be flying, actually I can't remember where we're flying, I'll go and find that out in a minute. But the scenery is by Canada for X-Plane, another freeware, everything's freeware here, so it looks absolutely brilliant. So we're going to be flying across a bit of the Rockies, and so let's just show you that on Sky Vector. Here you can see we are flying today from Salmon Arm Airport to Fairmont Hot Springs, CZAM to CYCZ. It's going to be a pretty quick flight, actually. You'll get highlights. You can see here we've got a direct path. I've actually set myself flying down here to Skookum, and then up, although when I'm around here I will be trying to figure out what my approach will be and set that into the GPS. I'm expecting the flight to probably take about an hour. So we are back in the Baron. Not a huge amount has changed. However, one of the new features of the default Baron is upgraded sounds. They're using the new surround sound, directional sound engine of X-Plane 11 that features in the, well, the Zebo mods definitely got it with the AudioBird XP, and the default 172 has it, but now they have it with the default Baron as well. So I'm just going to get the yokes out of the way, press Y on my keyboard. As much as I like them in there, they get in the way when we're trying to get up and running. So you notice that the switch sounds have now changed somewhat. So they've got more realistic clunks and click noises, and other sound works a lot better as well. I'm going to put batteries on, alternators on. I'm going to put fuel up on my engine. Yep, they're both up. My beacon on. We're clear. I actually put my fuel boost pumps on. The clicks sound a lot more realistic to me. And the engine is running. And of course when you open the door, that sounds pretty cool, huh? You can even hear it there, listen. I'll put my avionics master on, my panel on. And I think I can probably say, through the wonders of TV, here's one I prepared earlier. So I've got my flight plan in there, CZAM, to YNY, to Skookum there, and then CYCZ, Fairmont Hot Springs. So our flight plan is in. And there we go. We can see our waypoints there. Get this out of the way. Now, based on the weather I've chosen, I think it's pretty nasty weather out over the Rockies today, so I've had to mock some weather up. So I've made it fairly nice, bit of cloud, and so our altimeter standard at 2992. Weather is calm here, so I can take off whichever direction I like. You can see obviously some pretty good weather. They're out mowing all the grass down the sides of the runway. Like I said, this is some good scenery, so I'm going to put my taxi lights on. Don't think we need to worry about heat right now, and I'm going to put my strobe and my nav on. Take my breaker off. We are going to make our way out to the airport. Out to the runway. Now if I screw up badly, I apologise, but it's been a little while since I've flown. Life throws you some curveballs sometimes, and sometimes flying is not the thing to do. But tonight, let's go out for a little flight. I'll be back in probably in the ultimate 737-900 soon in my next videos, but sometimes just flying a little bit of general aviation is an awful lot of fun. So, oh, actually, I know what I got to do. I'm just going to stop, put my brakes on. I need to come up here and go to X economy. I'm just going to log in. This is an X economy flight. I have to earn some money while I'm flying. You have no rented aircraft. Okay, guess what? I'm going to pause the video and re-rent my aircraft because I thought I'd still got it rented. And through the wonders of pausing my video, I should hopefully be able to start the flight now. There we go, 4 employee charter, so we're all loaded up. I have got half a tank of fuel and I have my passengers on board. We're all good. And if anybody's interested, I can do some more videos where I show, it would help if I took the brakes off, I can show some how I choose flights and have fun in X economy. I was all gung-ho with that originally and I did a lot of it, but I just realised that there's a lot of money in the system and some people are mega rich and they put the time in, and I will never be able to own the planes they own or buy the FBOs and all the other things, and it's kind of you needed to be there probably 8-9 years ago or whatever to make it count, so I have a bit of fun still. It's fun to find some interesting flights to do when you're not sure where to fly, and I probably wouldn't have ended up flying to Salmon Arm or even the flight I'm doing today if it wasn't for X economy. So it still gives me a good challenge in X plane, I find. But certainly from the monetary side of X economy, I don't actually see me being that much into building it up in the future, as I think I'm probably a good few years too late, really. We'll just put that onto standby. I'll call this a VFR flight. Okay, we're just entering the runway. I'm actually not going to swing around to the end. We'll take off in plenty of time. Tractors are over there, still mowing. Beautiful scenery. Great freeware. You go look up the Canada for X-Plane stuff on xplane.org, or they have their own site which links to it. Links all of their Canadian sceneries. Oops, I didn't quite get around there. There we go. Everything's looking pretty good. I'm going to leave my fuel pumps on till I'm well established in the air. Let's go for it. Ease the throttle up because of course we're piston based. Keep my stick slightly forward to keep my nose on the ground. Oops, we're wandering a little there. Oops, some funny stuff going on there. Not sure what the aircraft's doing. I might put that down to weird runway handling. Okay, I'm going to put the gear up. Hopefully we should gain some speed. It was a little heavier there than I expected, but it was also a bit more skittish than I'm used to. It's probably the realistic modelling of the double trouble adjustments to this does make it a realistic handful when at lower speeds there. So we're just going to keep climbing straight out for now. Come around to this sort of headland bit before swinging over to the left. We're climbing at a good 1,000 feet per minute right now. I'm going to turn the fuel pumps off now. I think we'll be alright. And round we go. I'll put my prop sync on. We've got the yaw damper. Yep, we'll put that on. Let's have a look from outside, shall we? So the sounds are different, I can hear that. There we go, I just turned the sound down a little bit for the audio. We're just flying up the valley, really. I'm going to have it... We're not quite on our flight plan, but that's fine. We've got a fair bit of cloud around, but enough that I can still keep my eyes on the mountains, which is important. I wouldn't like try doing this route IFR or in IMC. Sure. Instrument meteorological conditions. There's the water back there. That's so cool. I'm probably going to get up to about 14,000 feet actually at the end of this, because we have some seriously tall mountains around. I'm going to ease my throttle a bit. Oops. Actually, I'm not going to do it that way. I get unbalanced props if I do that. Use my keypad to just bring the props back a little. There we go. Just leveled off for a minute. Oh dear, there's more cloud around than I was hoping for. I know there's still that kind of mountain off to the left there, and although we should be turning right really to get onto a flight plan, I'll just keep climbing for a bit. I'm just going to try and trim us out a little bit taller there. We climb slightly nicer. So yeah, the trim wheel's changed. I can see that. There's a measurements on there now. Oop. Put my hand off the yoke there for a minute. I'm not going to swing around yet. We're just going to try and adjust. Keep climbing. Oh, we're now in the clouds, so I'll just watch my instruments for a minute, and if I'm not talking, it's because I'm trying to keep me as level as I can. We're only at 4,800, and we're descending. What's going on there? Let's adjust that. I'm not really climbing enough. The last time I was doing flying like this, I had a lot less weight on board. Okay, let's see if I can just get stable. Still not sure about the light. I can see shadows out that side. We're not really up high enough yet. And on that side. In fact, above us now. Okay. Should we be worried? Let's have a listen, shall we? Oh. Cool. Yep. Little concerned, but we'll be alright. Okay, I am going to start swinging round to the right because we've gone round that peak now. And that's our waypoint there, look. So what I might actually do, turn the autopilot on and nav, and see if I can just trim the plane better. I'm sure the autopilot's going to do a much better job than me. But we are in IMC. Oh good God, look how close we are. I believe my passengers have what's called sweaty palms right now. I'll be honest, mine aren't too dry either. And round we go again. We might, if I put the gear down, we'd leave tyre marks on the top of these mountains, I think. Up we go. Okay, we're now at 7,300. Let's look from outside, because this is going to be close. What's that worry about? Look. Tons of room. It's got to be at least 200 feet. Maybe less, below me. Well, it's not a bad paint job if I do say so myself, is it? Quite pleased with that. Yeah, so the sound is different. Actually, we should keep an eye out. I'm going to have a look on the map here, this map, because I did leave one aircraft in flight. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it's a Beaver. Okay. So it's coming up behind me somewhere. I'm not sure how. What altitude is he at? Okay, so he's above and behind me. Let's have a look for him, shall we? Don't know, I don't see him, do you? He's kind of off to the side. I'm not seeing him. Must be in the clouds. Pretty picturesque, actually, looking at this. Also, I could show you what it looks like. I'm tracking this on Google Maps as well. So here you can see where we took off from, off the runway. And we've done a bit of a swing round to kind of get between the mountains. We're going across Mabel Lake soon. If we look down, we'll be cutting over Mount Odin and Monashi Provincial Park. As we keep heading, we're pretty much going to just head down in this direction here. There's Skookumchuck, and I guess we just go north from there. So the Skookum is where, that's our next waypoint, and then we swing north into Fairmont Hot Springs. Cool. Let's go back and look inside the plane, shall we? So if I can see outside, is that Mabel Lake we're looking for? I think I'm going to have to look down with this. I don't have, where's that? Is that it there? I don't have Ortho for XP running for this part of Canada due to the poor quality from being maps, and I just haven't tried regenerating in some time, so it looks how it looks, default scenery, but I think it looks okay. So I'm going to keep climbing to about 14,500 feet, and I will level off. And we have quite a way to fly yet. What are we saying on here? 53 minutes, but once we level off, I'll be able to crank the speed up quite substantially, so that should come down. But it's going to be a while until we start worrying about approaches, so I won't make you sit with me the whole time. You'll get a lovely little montage of video clips, and then we'll be preparing about working out our approach into wherever we're going. Fairmont Hot Springs. Look at this, all the clouds are hugging in amongst the mountain tops. That is actually pretty damn cool. So I use SkyMax Pro 4.6 or whatever the version is. The weather, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not, but then sometimes it does this and I absolutely love it. We've got a bit of turbulence out here, haven't we? Look at that, we're bobbing around a bit. Yeah, we've definitely got a bit of turbulence going on here. So, for you, it's montage time. For me, it's sit back and let the autopilot do the flying. See you soon. So we're still not quite near our destination. Here we have 22 minutes to go to our next waypoint, which is Skookum, if you remember. However, I am going to select my approach, actually. And from what I can understand with the weather, we're going to do a 33 approach, runway 33. I'm going to select that. Now I have my charts here. I use flightplan.com, FLTPLAN.com. They do Android app. It's free if you're in North America, so it's free for Canada and the US. And according to that, I want probably YXC as my start point, maybe. Let's try that. Do we? Maybe that's further away. Oh, got some errors in loading there. That was a nice way of it doing, though. You know what? Maybe I'm going to adjust my approach. Because Ovuro, I can't speak properly. Looks like it's much closer. Okay. Not a lot of difference. Oh, it has brought us around a bit. Oh dear, we're swinging around. My passengers are not going to be too happy with me. We can see I got the plane trimmed out fairly well, and we're roughly around our cruise speed there. We should be slightly faster, but with the weight on board, the fuel, we can't quite get up to our 160 knots, but we've been sitting around 150, so we're okay for our flight. So I've now got us to an approach, and I will see you again in a bit. Welcome back. We are about to start our descent. Pull the throttles back a bit. I'm actually going to close my cowl flaps. It's pretty cold out there. The engine is not the warmest. We are below zero. I have my pitot heat on because we do have a lot of moisture around us, and we're about to be going through it. And we are slowly starting our descent. And we are heading down. You can see, I'm not sure we have to be at about 7,700 feet. Roughly around Ovuro. Now we are not going to make that quite. We're at 3 minutes away. and we are descending at about 1,000 feet per minute now. I'm a little worried, however. There are mountains in the way before that point, but we will see. Also, evening time. What time have we got on the clock here? It says it's 20 past 9. That's pretty late. Maybe I've got my time set up wrong. No, maybe it is actually that time. Who knows? Oh, I know. I've slowed down a bit too much there. It's giving me the old gear up message. Let's increase the throttle a bit there. Maybe put my nose down a bit more. Of course, maybe because I'm not sure where time zone changes for Alberta, but we shouldn't. We should still be on BC time. Look at these mountains, look really big. Is this all going to end in tears? Little worried. Okay. Just a little worried. We have a check. Okay. Nope, they're on the other side. We're going to swing around and back in this direction. We have to lose a lot of altitude pretty fast. We're going to be okay. Thank you, Google Maps. Incidentally, I see the developer of that plugin has a new version out. I think I should definitely review it. I owe him that because I love that plugin and I do use it a lot of the time. So I shall make a new upcoming video and up to date on how to use that, and that'll be on the channel soon. We're down to 10,000 feet. We're scrubbing our altitude. So 7,700 is roughly where I want to be. I'll bring up my map. Unless that stupid beaver is still out there buzzing me. I just want to get some details. 2992. And we've got wind against us, but that should be alright. Kind of coming down into the cloud again, aren't we? Different airport down there. I did manage to spot the beaver earlier while I was montage recording. Didn't manage to record it for you guys, but he was flying so low in and amongst the mountains, I can only imagine it ended in tears in that particular flight. So round we come on here. 5 minutes to the next waypoint. We want to be at 7,700 before we get there. We're going to be fine. In fact, I'm probably going to ease up a little bit on my descent. We're in the clouds. I'm a bit nervous. I can see some lights down below. We have 5 minutes till we get to, is it Ropru? Yeah, Ropru. Okay. And at Ropru, we want to be at 7,700. I'm probably going to start my descent just before I reach the next waypoint after that, which is Ovisu. And then we will start our descent down into the airport. Or airstrip. I'm not even sure how big this airport is. And again, I think the scenery is provided by Canada for X-Plane. I have never been to this one, so we get to explore it when we get there. Hope it's a goodie. Oh my goodness. This gives me the heebie-jeebies coming in between the mountains with cloud like this around. Yeah. In real life we would not be doing this, would we? Okay, let's just give everything the once. You know what, I'm going to increase the pitch full forwards. I'm also going to increase my fuel flow full forwards. Don't really need to turn the fuel pumps on yet, but I will when we get lower to the ground. On GPS, what else have we got? I'm just hoping the cloud clears out as we get lower. We're on approach, 4 minutes. Okay, we can level off here. We do not want to get much lower. Let's look outside, shall we? We're just clearing some of the clouds now. Yeah, you can see default scenery kind of doesn't look as cool. But I will get around to generating it. I'll see what we can make out of it. Or if anybody knows some good sources for creating Rockies content, also for XP for Canada, we better get our speed up again. There we're in. Goes the throttle because I'd leveled off. I was using the speed of descent to keep us fast, but we were slowing way too much there. Let's just... We'll be descending soon. So if anybody knows any good sources for also for XP then for this area, let me know. Open that again. See, while we're just flying, let's go and have a look in the back, shall we? Very well modelled, this aircraft now. Have a look out the window. Loads of room. Look at that. Seats are a bit dirty, but there's plenty of luggage storage in the back. Although, some of you going back there, you get lots of engine noise. Not sure why it did that. Okay, we're still 2 minutes out from Rupu. Mountains on either side of me. I get a bit nervous. I saw a blip out the front. Maybe, maybe not. That the light of the airport in the distance. Roads anyway. And there's the sun. We're going to squeak in just before sundown. This will be the last flight of the night for this beast. Air temperature is now all above 0, so... above 0. There we go. We're safe. We're now a minute away from Rupu, and it's not that far to Ovisu, so I will start my descent a little bit as we head towards the airport. I still can't see it. It is supposedly straight ahead. Guessing that's it somewhere there. Just hoping the cloud doesn't get in the way too much. We've got some pretty nice evening lighting right now. But I'm holding us at 7,500 roughly. Clouds keep jumping in. We're fairly screaming along right now. We're just doing 179 according to the GPS there. Whoa, 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 whoa. There. Just adjusting. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. And back we go. Okay. And nothing to worry about. Oh, look at the sunlight off the edge of that mountain there. That's super lovely. Okay, we're gonna bring our throttles way back. Click the old descent button and down we start going. About a minute away from Ovisu, and then it's straight in to our runway 33. A little nervous. The sun seems to be going down really quickly because of course it's the mountains, so as we dip below the peaks it will get dark, and there it goes. These clouds, not fun. I'm not going to put my landing lights on yet because all that will do is light up the clouds and that really doesn't help my visibility. We must be almost on Ovisu. Easing off a little bit on the approach right now. We're a little low. Although, we're probably alright now, aren't we? Nothing like a hard, stressful day at work and then you come home and do a hard, stressful landing in a GA aircraft. Still can't really figure out the runway. Of course, now what's going to happen is the X-plane's going to crash or scenery problem, and I've done all of this for nothing. But even if I do, I'm still putting it up on YouTube, you know that? Let's just ease that up there, actually keep the manifold pressure up in, alright. Engine temperature's all good. Not running hot. All good. Okay. Get my descent going back down to about 700 feet per minute. I would hope to be able to make out more detail. It's getting dark pretty quick. This is a bit worrying. And I'm again looking out sideways at mountains. Is that... oh, it is. Oh dear. I can sort of see the runway. Can you see it there? I think. I wish this damn cloud would clear off a bit. I know I could just go and switch the weather settings, but that's cheating, isn't it? We should reach below it soon. I'm easing way off on the throttle right now. The engines are pretty much idle. I'm going to put the fuel pumps on now. Because the engines are going to get cold and they're idling, there's not much fuel going through. Let's just ensure that we're good. Okay, I can see the runway. Do we get a PAPI? Do I, for me to work out my altitude? No! I guess I gotta guess it. Okay. Darn, I think is the answer to that. I like a good PAPI, I do. Okay, that's... I'm not going to quite put my flaps down yet, but luckily we seem to have dropped below the cloud now. It's getting dark, but we're alright. Oh, I will. My approach flaps on. We ballooned a little there. I'm sure it will nag me for gear in a minute. I'm just going to ignore that for a minute. Throttles up a bit, keep our speed up. Yep, mountains above me on both sides. Drifted over to the left somewhat. Just have a little bit of a crosswind. Now I'm putting the gear down. I come. Increased wind noise going on here. It'll slow right down because we've We'll tear the flaps off if we're not careful. Okay. Ooh, that was close. Do not want to do that again. Yeah, default scenery. Next time I'll generate some nicer scenery around it. Okay, we're still a bit high, I think. There are patties there. Again, we're drifting off to the left. Use a bit of rudder to help bring me across. Ease off the throttle a bit. I am now going to pull flaps because it doesn't look that long a runway. And we are dropping our speed now. Easing in. Let's try and get us on the centre line. If I can just get us down alive, I mean, I'd take that as a... We're dropping a bit right now. Let's see if we can ease us out, smooth it down. Bit of a long runway into that, and down we come. Ooh, oh, sugar. Oh, that wasn't good. I bounced and I have wrecked my engine. Oh dear. Oh no. Look at that. That wasn't good. What I'm going to do, set my park brake. I think I can probably at least claim this flight. Can I finish? Nope. I must end flight engine 2 or max brake for greater than 5 seconds. Oh, let's just shut that engine down for a minute. Do that. I know, I'm still on the wrong way. This is terrible etiquette, but I don't know if... I want to get my money. Okay, got my money. Now, I'll put some fuel. There we go. Turn that fuel pump off for a start. And I'll turn them... Well, that engine's wrecked. So can we... And we can probably turn onto that engine pretty nicely. Are we going to be able to make it back and park? I've never tried taxiing this aircraft on one smashed engine before. That was a bit embarrassing, wasn't it? I'll go back and record a replay in a minute and tack that on the end of this video. Okay, I can move it. One throttle, that's good. We're doing okay. I am a bit embarrassed, I'll be honest. I thought I was going to nail that landing. Ooh, we got some firefighting equipment here by the look of it. Which makes sense where we are. We're just getting into crispy season right now. Everything's drying out. There's been some big wildfires already, but that's a glider as well, is that? Nice. Got one coming around here. Takes us a bit to get going with just one working engine. Okay, we've survived. Down. Windy. Yeah, what that's going to do. Brakes on. Let's have a look outside. There I am. Let's tidy my flaps up. We have one working engine. We have one that's going to have to go in the repair shop. Oops. Oh well. Just shut the throttle on that. Magneto's off. Fuel pump off. Panel off. Prop sync off. Avionics off. Alternators off. And battery off. There we are. There we are. In Fairmont Hot Springs. There's some wonderful scenery. And I wrecked the landing. Let's just go and have a quick look at that landing, shall we? So here we are on our way in. I love how it when you do the replay, it still gives you the smoke out of the wrecked engine. So it's like it's forewarning me that I'm about to ruin part of my plane. I'm trying to keep it level. Easing off on that speed. But I did it a bit too much. There we go. We're over the scenery now for Vermont Hot Springs. Oh, stationary vehicle there because it's a replay. Over some... oh no, there's the fence. There's other workings at the airport. Down we go. I didn't think I was doing too badly here. It's a offset threshold for the runway. We came in pretty good. Right on the rubber where everybody else did. And then I... oh, yeah. That was expensive. That was very expensive. That's one wrecked engine. Oh dear. Oh well, I need more practice. So I will get more practice. So thanks very much for watching with me today. That little bit of GA flying, and I haven't been flying an awful lot at all recently. Life gets in the way sometimes, but flying is good. Good for the soul. So I'm going to do a bit more soon, and we will not be making screw-ups like that again. But like I've always said on my YouTube channel, you know, I show you the bad as well as the good. I don't like it when everybody just shows you they're perfect. It's like, you know, life's not perfect and flying's not perfect. We're all learning. So I hope you enjoyed my flight. If you like what I do, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, all those kind of things. Or if you don't like it, leave a comment. People sometimes do. They're quite rude, but I can take it. So thanks for watching. And, oh, I'm obviously on the move again. And I shall see you all again soon.